This town is absolutely full of them. So, what do we got? There's an activity here that we'll go and grab. Because I don't know where that'll take us.
Spectral traces. Something's up with Helen.
Banishers. Excuse the clatter.
I've seen worse. Good day to you, Helen.
I did not count on seeing you two again. I take it you've returned for a reason?
Things have been feverish round here, to say the least. Are you bearing up?
As well as can be expected.
How well is that exactly?
People are dying for no apparent reason, and this godforsaken fort dangles out over the edge of the world, cut off from everywhere. I fight so the stockade stays standing. The ship is wrecking, but I was called to be captain. I hold the wheel. So yes, Banisher, I am bearing up as well as can be expected.
A presence yet surrounds you. Could explain why you feel so burdened.
I carry my grief with me. I live with a family that is no longer here. You made sure of that.
Could his husk still be present? It will be drawn to you.
No, it could not.
Something is present. Something weighs on you.
I'm busy, Banishers. Busy means tired, that's all.
I've mail for the fort. The messenger didn't make it, but I'm glad to make his delivery for him.
Mail? From who?
I don't know. Family? Friends? They seem to come from outside New Eden.
Ah, from before. They could be good for morale, or they could ruin it. Well, thank you.
Running this fort on your own can be no easy task. How are things going?
Busy. Vardy Miller has been on my case about opening more trading routes. We're all trying to make do, and he's trying to make work. Mind you, it's not a half-bad idea. We need the supplies. I've sent letters to the Harrows, but had no reply. I wish I knew why.
We had a little disagreement with the governor. You may wait a little longer for your letter.
I see. New Eden is losing its selectmen. A terrible thing, of course. Still, new broom, sweep cleaner and all that.
Running bit.
Vardy Miller, mind you.
We have.
I see.
We'll look into your spectral stones.
If you feel the need, then sure. Suit yourself.
Alright, well that's just an activity. Let's go down here to the haunting case.
A ghost
Mrs. General
damaged the
Store
sign.
must live on.
Ingersoll General Stores must live on. Someone's fighting for a cause.
Nathaniel Sather didn't seem the type. The store does, though. Shall we?
Oh, my good sir. Welcome. How can I help you?
Good day to you. I see you've dropped your prices.
A pleasure to see you as always, Mr. McCrae.
Good day to you, Mr. Sather. What seems to be the trouble?
I'm sure this sounds silly, but I am an educated man, sir, and when I say this shop is haunted, I say it in all seriousness. We've had unexplained pilfering, though that has stopped since the widow Ingersoll ran away with the cash box. But I hear noises. I'm alone here now, you see. After the horrors this fort endured, Could one of these monstrosities be hiding away in the store?
Right. That's a lot. Let me ask a few questions. See if we can sort this out.
Of course. Beg pardon.
Whose ghost haunts you, do you think? Any enemies? Lost loved ones, perhaps?
I'm well liked, and I've no enemies here. Not since Bathsheba took the cash box and fled. But I'd hardly call her an enemy.
Bathsheba. The eponymous Mrs. Ingersoll, I believe.
The widow Ingersoll, up to split her hair. We've had someone thieving our merchandise. The ghost is the final straw.
You mentioned a problem with pilfering. What's that about?
Bathsheba noticed it first. Cases would go missing. Oil, sugar of all things, spoons.
Do you have a suspect? Any idea where the stolen goods might be?
Not a one, sir, not a one. And if I'm to be honest, I don't care. If they've stolen it, it's because they need it. Apart from the sugar. And apart from the spoons. No one needs that many spoons. Bathsheba said she'd look into it, and I was happy to let her.
You say the widow took her own cash box and fled. Why would she do that?
A moment of madness, sir. Or so I can only surmise.
Did you see her go?
I did. And not just that, I heard a commotion. As if her quarters were being ransacked. I confronted the thief, but it was she herself. She yelled at me, shoved me aside and fled. I picked myself up and went to follow, but she was gone.
I should have a look in her quarters, so...
What's he got to sell anyway?
So, salesman, sell me something, if you can.
My pleasure. Tell me, what do you need and what do you want?
Yeah, nothing too exciting.
To solve your haunting, I must investigate the store. Bathsheba's lodgings, too. I'd like to do so with your permission. May I have it?
For the store, of course. For Bathsheba's lodgings. Well, not for me to say. Do what you have to do, and if she finds out, it won't be from me.
Upstairs it is.
I feel something close.
My dear Thomas, Ingersolls have learned how to run a store. Would have been way too long. I miss Boston. I miss you. Okay.
Miss Thomas must be a good friend indeed. Nathaniel is desperate to see.
Cash by the founder. Expect payment by the end of the day.
It's signed NS, as in Nathaniel.
From whom does he expect a payment and why?
Okay, just a ledger.
The takings are thin indeed. Wouldn't make me want to stay.
Who does Duchess Muck think she is? Taking my wares, taking my business, taking my dignity. To hell with her. To hell with Helen Priest. I'll leg it to Boston before I let her take what's mine.
God.
When Helen threatened to take her business, the widow ran away.
Selfish. Times like these demand sacrifice.
Locked.
We found all we could. Might be time to go after our thief.
Mrs. Ingersoll took a cart. Maybe you could follow her tracks.
Not a bad idea, Mr. Sather. Not a bad idea at all. Greetings, Mr. Sather.
And how...
We must talk about the widow's accounts. They're meagre enough.
You surprise me, sir. And by that I mean you do not surprise me in the least. If the coffer was full, I'd be halfway to Boston by now.
Is that why you're selling your stock cheap?
Everything must go, sir. Or I'll not carry this junk back to Boston and the coin will pay my way.
Bathsheba kept the money she owes you. And now you're stuck here. Boston no more than a memory.
That's it, exactly. Now you understand the urgency.
Right, I'll be off. If I've news of your ghost, you'll hear it.
I'd sooner have news of Mrs. Ingersoll, if you
Right,
can
off
find
to
her.
Ingersoll's. Okay. Yep, there's the cart tracks. How'd she get under that blockade, I wonder?
Do you think perhaps the late Mr. Ingersoll may haunt his old store?
Back to save his wife, and with
Carts
it
all
his
over the
store.
bloody show.
Perhaps. I doubt it.
This way.
Bathsheba must have had motivation to flee and
Through to the
steal it.
caves.
Or desperation.
She's done well with this cart. Like, how the heck did she get over this? What the heck?
The tracks veer to the right.
Another go up here.
Stay put.
Got him. Did it? Done. We need one more there.
I have another
God,
in
we
sight.
lot. Done?
Watch out. Spectre possession.
Yes. More cart tracks up this way.
The missing cart. Abandoned.
Empty cash box. The widow Ingersoll's, no doubt.
Guess we're off this way now. There's a house down here she might be hiding out in.
Novices really have no idea how many miles a banisher runs to solve a case.
I once met Nero Fox, the infamous banisher who solved all his cases from the comfort of his armchair.
I should have become his apprentice.
The thing is, his
Yeah.
apprentice was the one that went into the field for him.
Alright. So there's something around here. Blood.
A trail of blood. I don't like that.
The tracks continue this way.
Yep, more blood.
I think Bathsheba was injured.
Looks that way. What with the blood and torn clothing and all.
Jesus. It's a fair chunk of blood. So that nest already done.
The tracks lead into this cave. Must have been really desperate.
Just gonna pause there for a second. I just need to check something. Sorry about the edit there, guys. Just had to check something.
Gavamarcas Senalis.
And I am useless at that. I can never tell if it's a hearkening or a bloody summoning or what.
Shite. Through a single point passes an infinity of paths.
No. Dusty wolves, mate.
Go away, beasts! Ah, off with you! Ah! That's mine! Come back!
Eaten alive. Hope it was quick.
The wolf took a purse. We should
Piss off,
find
mate.
it.
Holy crap, that was 1,000 damage. Let me chop up this bad hombre.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Bloody wolf.
Let's search the den. But with a Wingersoul, we'll never again see Boston.
There. Keys to a strange symbol embossed on them. Oh.
Here's the belt. The purse is with it.
Keys. With the Wingersouls, I don't doubt.
I've seen this symbol in the mines below Fort Jericho.
Why would she have keys to the mines?
Mines. You want to take a look, don't you?
With a Wingersoul.
You're back again, mate. Oh yeah. You're one of those. I hate those glutton ones. Got him, I suppose.
Try
Right, down to the mines we go, lads. And there's no quick way, I'm betting. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, there might be actually. If I go to that campsite and just fast travel down to them. I believe it was up here. Yeah, there we go.
Backed by the Banishers, Helen Priest dethroned Captain Pennington. Dark truths were unearthed. Some secrets remain buried. The survivors must now set aside old sins and build themselves lives worth living. But can Helen Priest lead them into the future? Chained as she is to her past.
That's what I like to hear as I go down to the stanky mines. Right, so I've got to go up. I wonder if I can use that level by level kind of basis. Or is it just you get what you get? You know, it goes up and down all the way. So I'm not entirely sure how I actually even got down here in the first place. Is it down yet? The heck? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Gradually getting closer to it. Hmm. $103 meters. I can't jump off there. Is there anywhere I can jump off? Nope. Okay, can I stop it? Nope. Crap. Looks like we're just riding it to the top then. It's really annoying. Guessing that's where I have to go. Oh no, it's still going up. Was it this one? Why don't they just take me all the way back down? To where I just was? I don't know. I think it is. Oh, man. Okay. Oh no, here we go.
Have a bit of this.
I love it.
have another in sight. Spectre, going for a meat suit.
Yeah, that was a waste of a bloody banishment, wasn't it?
Craig! More fun.
Watch out. Spectre possession. Watch out!
I do not like this place one bit. Here we are.
There it is.
Now, let's find the symbol.
Yeah, it was this one, wasn't it? I remember one of them. Maybe it was at the top. It's not that. What's that entail looking at? Nothing drastic. Can't shoot that. That's actually really annoying. Yeah, the map's just telling me all around. So that's really not helpful. It's not that one either.
It's bloody dark in here.
I think it's like I found the symbol a couple of times now. And that's for the cursed chest, which we've done. Oh, Anto's up there. Maybe we're up here.
Someone's been here already.
Position order, Ingersoll store here by requisition. Okay.
Looks like Helen found Mrs. Ingersoll's stash. Oil, sugar, salt. Isn't this Nathaniel Sather's stolen merchandise?
Yes, it is.
Nathaniel's being played. Come on, boy.
Aim at that lantern. They never learn, do they?
Boom. It's very satisfying when upgrading weapons seems to pay off.
A ledger for Ingersoll's store. Same dates, but with much higher figures.
2 different ledgers, one of which was locked inside a chest. I think I understand. She stole her own merchandise and hid it in the leaves. Then she hid the accounts that would expose her lie. Why would she do that?
The store and Nathaniel are all she has. She doesn't want to lose them. And Nathaniel can't leave for Boston without his money. Nathaniel broke his promise and doesn't regret it. Let's hear what he has to say.
I was going to judge Nathaniel. So let him hear what he says. He seems straight up and up so far.
Excuse me.
Mrs. Ingersoll. That you?
I think so, Mr. McWraith. I think so. Mistress Duarte. Dear Lord, you're a spirit too. What happened?
I was going to ask you the very same question. We found some merchandise stashed away. Oil, sugar, some, spoons. We suspect it was stolen. Is it yours?
I believe it is. Or at least it was.
Helen Priest lays claim to it, for the company.
And how does Helen Priest know about it? Because Nathaniel told her. He broke my confidence. He broke my heart. For the sake of his return to Boston and a life of ease, he'll trample the legacy of those who made him. He betrayed us. I knew what he was up to. That is why I ran. And because I ran, I died.
What are you doing here?
You came to my store. Then you've met Nathaniel. Would you give him a message from me? Tell him he must stay. He made a promise. He must honor it.
So, you haunt Nathaniel. But he told us you stole your own cash box. Why?
Priest took my stock. All I had left was the money. I thought I'd start again somewhere else. Boston. Where it all began.
This isn't what you had in mind, eh?
I have business yet. You'll see.
I'll ask you some questions, if you don't mind. What are you to Nathaniel? Where did you meet?
One day, an orphan boy came to our store in Boston, hoping to learn the trade. He had this idea that he would sell hats. Everyone needs hats, he'd say. We gave him a job. He's been with us ever since. He's my barker, my salesman. He's born to it. He writes well, too. You should read the letters he sends to his friend, Thomas, in Boston.
Tell me more about Thomas.
He and Nathaniel are very close. Natty writes at least once a month. Were you married, Mistress Duarte? There was a time when I would have judged you if you were not. Now I know better. Love is love, whichever way it comes to you. Natty loves Thomas as well as any man ever loved a woman. Maybe better. What do you think of that?
I don't disagree, but sometimes love demands terrible sacrifice. Where are you from?
Boston, originally. Now I'm from New Eden. You?
Cuba, originally. Now I'm from everywhere and nowhere. Was it in Boston where you met your husband?
It was. I went into his shop one day and there he was. And you? Did you meet Mr. McCraith in Cuba?
God, no. We met in London. We met through work.
Yes. It happens. Or so I've heard.
We'll be off then. We'll be in touch.
One would be better than the other, but I'm not sure I know which.
A tyrant
What the hell?
remembered as a hero.
Where'd this chest come from?
And so it goes.
Why did it just appear there? That's weird.
May we talk, Mr. Sather?
I'd like nothing more. How can I be of service?
I've bad news for you. I found Bathsheba's body. The wolves got her.
Oh no. Poor widow Ingersoll. I so dearly wish she'd made it safely to Boston. Did you find the cash box?
I found something else. The note. You told Priest exactly where to find the merchandise that Mrs. Ingersoll had hidden in the mines.
Ah. Now, I have a number of excuses, but I get the feeling you won't be interested in any of them. Nor, to be honest, am I. I did the right thing. Followed Bathsheba to her hiding place, and then I told Mrs. Priest where to find it. The stock will keep people alive. Now is no time for commerce.
You lied to your employer. Did she deserve it?
Listen, Bathsheba no longer knew what she was doing. She lived in the past, while we live in the present, and the future comes charging towards us. She wallows in grief, to the detriment of her friends and neighbours. She wouldn't give up the goods, so I gave them up for her.
All right. It's time.
I hear you, Mr. Sather. But I'd like to hear Widow Ingersoll's thoughts on the matter too. Wouldn't you?
Dear Lord, what are you?
Worry not, Nathaniel. This is the ghost that haunts the store. Bathsheba Ingersoll.
Back to tell me one more time that you're not going to pay me?
That money is my husband's legacy, and I shall decide what's to be done with it.
The money is mine. I earned it. All those years, I stood by my promise, but you did not. You lied about the books. You cheated me.
I, a cheat? You swore to my husband on his deathbed that the store would go on. You swore an oath to a dying man, and then you broke it.
I swore to help you with your grief, to keep running the store while you mourned. But you did not mourn. Instead, you poured your heart into his business. You won't let it go. You won't let him go. I can give you no more time. I have a life to live. Your dead husband does not. You must let me go.
By renouncing his business, you bury my husband a second time. Ingersoll's name will die because of you.
It's time to end this. Nathaniel Sather, you broke a promise to a dying man. The man who gave you everything. It brought the angry ghost of his widow back to haunt you.
What's this? What are you doing?
Someone has to pay the piper. May as well be you.
I, the shop boy, have paid the Banishers' bill.
What's that key for? Enough of that. Maybe for these.
Is this a treasure map? Wait,
Yeah,
I emptied this chest ages ago.
done. There you go. Cool. Another part, another haunting done. Thanks, guys. Well, I hope these are, you know, if anyone's stuck on hauntings or anything like that, I hope these are helping at least a little bit. And they are just kind of putting the story forward a bit more too, which is good. Banish gauge. There we go, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, or hit me up on Twitter or Twitch or any of that kind of stuff. Once again, I appreciate you wholeheartedly. Have a good day. Or night, depending on what time you're watching this. And yeah, appreciate you all. Have a good one. Bye.